Cassie's exposing Diddy in court. Hailey gets a restraining order against DDG. Chris Brown is arrested after publicly supporting Tory Lanez. And in general, there's just chaos in the industry. The tea is boiling. Just when you thought the drama between Hailey Bailey and her ex DDG couldn't get messier, sis dropped a legal bombshell that left the internet shook and DDG scrambling for cover behind a live stream. Let's catch up real quick. Just days after Hailey aired out her allegations of physical and emotional abuse, new court documents show she's been granted temporary sole legal and physical custody of their son Halo. That's right. Baby Halo is officially off limits to DDG, and the court isn't playing about it. The judge hit DDG with a 100-yard restraining order, barring him from coming anywhere near Hailey and Halo until the next court hearing on June 4th. I cannot allow this abuse any longer, Hailey reportedly declared. I never know when he is going to demand our son be in his mother's care or whether I will be subjected to his threats and abuse. And there are also rumors of DDG going bonkers after Hailey and Brent Faiyaz were seemingly reported together on one of her trips earlier this year, although there have been no evidence to support this claim. And best believe the internet was eating up this very fake and conveniently manufactured drama. Y'all, the courtroom must be silent, but the internet is literally screaming. Some users have commented on the X app very out of his way, but who wouldn't pick Brent Faiyaz over DDG? The Brent Faiyaz thing got him hot. Typical loser. Like we said, the Brent Faiyaz allegations are completely unfounded. DDG is just running with the narrative so that he can come out and continue to bash Hailey and ruin her reputation by putting her in the light of a bad mother and someone that's uncommitted to taking care of her son even when he's in her care. Of course, some users are still capping for DDG, questioning why Hailey's allegedly keeping him from his child. But when abuse accusations enter the chat and court docs back it up, the judge has had enough receipts to make a very, very strong call. According to People, Hailey isn't stopping at custody. Sis is out here playing chess, not checkers. She requested a child abduction prevention order, asked to block DDG from obtaining a passport for Halo without her say-so, and wants only supervised visits 6 hours a week max with a professional present. Oh, and if she gets him permission to travel with the child, he'll have to drop the whole itinerary, emergency contacts, and that return ticket up front. Ain't no games being played here. And what does the YouTuber turned failed rapper have to say for himself in the midst of all of this heat? I'm chilling, by the way, so he says. I have no worries. Streaming later on, no days off. Okay, sir, no worries. When the court says you can't even come within 100 yards of your own child, the audacity is truly on sale today. And DDG, he's buying it in bulk. One thing's clear, Hailey is done protecting anyone but her son, and she's letting the legal system do the talking now. DDG can flex on Twitch all he wants, but it won't reverse a restraining order. And based on how Hailey's been moving, DDG might want to log out and lawyer up. As if that wasn't enough, the situation has now drawn into DDG's family, making the drama even more public. DDG's mother, Tanya Granberry, has officially broken her silence. According to The Blast, Granberry responded to the allegations in the restraining order via her Instagram stories on May 13th, writing, "I don't usually comment or say anything on this internet, even with all the negativity, the lies, and hatred towards mine." She made it clear that Hailey's claims were what pushed her to finally speak out, strongly labeling the accusations against her son as false. Earlier that day, she also shared a meme of Kermit the Frog in a phone booth with the caption, "Hello Jesus, take the wheel," giving followers a glimpse into her emotional state as the situation unfolded. Talking about legal battles, Diddy's case still continues, and Cassie is standing brave against her abuser. The federal criminal trial of Sean Diddy Combs is officially underway at the Daniel Patrick Moynihan U.S. Courthouse in New York City, and the disturbing allegations are piling up fast. The trial began with jury selection on Monday, May 5th, and by May 12th, it had already moved to witness testimonies. The first to take the stand were LAPD officer Israel Flores and a male stripper Daniel Phillip. But it was Cassie Ventura's turn on Tuesday, May 13th that sent shockwaves through the courtroom, taking the stand to detail her alleged abuse. Cassie recounted harrowing experiences during her relationship with Diddy. In opening statements, prosecutors alleged that Diddy forced male sex workers to urinate in Cassie's mouth during orchestrated freak-off sessions. Cassie confirmed the allegation and added that Diddy himself would also urinate on her, calling the experience overwhelming. She described the freak-offs as deeply disturbing, often lasting between 36 to 48 hours, with the longest one going for 4 days. And she said they included multiple participants, heated up baby oil baths, up to 10 bottles per session, candle wax, and even a blow-up pool. Cassie revealed she suffered chronic urinary tract infections that became antibiotic resistant, painful mouth sores, and developed an on and off addiction to opioids as a result. The violence, she said, was too frequent, with Diddy allegedly kicking, stomping, dragging, and mashing her. It didn't stop at her. Cassie testified that Diddy once left her with a gash above her eye after attacking her in front of 2 friends during a 2013 Drake-hosted music festival. On another occasion at her Wilshire Comstock apartment, Diddy allegedly threw one of those friends onto patio furniture and later hit the same friend in the head with a hammer, completely severing the relationship. The full footage of Diddy's assault on Cassie at the hotel that made rounds on the internet was also released. As cross-examinations continue, the courtroom and the world are watching closely as one of hip-hop's most powerful figures faced the ugliest chapter of his legacy yet. It has definitely been a messy week in celebrity relationship dramas, and the tea is scalding. Just when fans were still reeling from Hailey Bailey filing a restraining order against DDG, and the bombshell Cassie dropped in court against Diddy, Chris Brown decided to add fuel to the fire. Just weeks before kicking off the much-anticipated Breezy Bowl 20th Anniversary Tour, the controversial R&B singer was arrested and charged in the UK for a violent nightclub assault that allegedly took place over a year ago. According to The Sun, Brown was detained in Manchester around 2 a.m. on Thursday, May 15th, shortly after arriving in the city via private jet. He was staying at the Lowry Hotel when detectives stormed in and took him into custody in connection with a 2023 assault case. The incident in question dates back to February 19, 2023 at the upscale Tape nightclub in Mayfair, central London. Prosecutors allege that Brown attacked music producer Abe Diwa in front of a packed crowd. He is accused of smashing a bottle over Diwa's head and continuing the assault by punching and kicking him repeatedly while he lay on the ground, all caught on CCTV footage. Authorities wasted no time after confirming Brown's return to the UK. The London Metropolitan Police traveled to Manchester to execute the arrest, and by Friday, May 16th, he was in court. At the Manchester Magistrates Court, Chris Brown was formally charged with 1 count of causing grievous bodily harm, a serious criminal offense under the UK law. The presiding judge, District Judge Joanne Hurst, made it clear that the charges were too serious for the magistrate court and referred the case to Southwark Crown Court in London, which handles more severe criminal matters. Brown appeared in court wearing a black Nike tracksuit and t-shirt, remaining silent and composed throughout the proceedings. Despite his lawyer, Grace Forbes, arguing that he's not a flight risk, given his celebrity status and the constant paparazzi attention, the judge sided with the prosecution. Bail was denied and Brown was remanded in custody until June 13th, when he'll face the next hearing. Meanwhile, Abe Diwa has also filed a $16 million civil lawsuit in the U.S. against Brown over the same incident. His attorney Ryan J. Dainschrad confirmed Brown's involvement in a statement to TMZ, calling the injuries serious and vowing to pursue all legal remedies to hold the singer accountable. With his court date set just 5 days after the tour's kickoff, June 8th in Amsterdam, fans are now left wondering, is the Breezy Bowl still happening? Concerts are planned across Europe, including a stop in Manchester on June 15th, and the North American leg is set to begin in July. Brown's team has remained silent on whether the tour will be postponed or canceled, but for now, it's all up in the air. Chris Brown's arrest comes on the heels of his latest internet controversy. Just a day before the arrest, he took to Instagram stories to post "Free Tory" in support of Tory Lanez, who is currently serving a 10-year sentence for shooting Megan Thee Stallion. The post sparked immediate backlash, with fans and critics alike slamming Brown for once again aligning himself with men accused and convicted of violence against women. It didn't help that Brown's own history of violence resurfaced in the conversation. Many revisited his 2009 felony assault of Rihanna, for which he received probation, community service, and domestic violence counseling. Though he completed the court-ordered sentence in 2010, that chapter continues to haunt his career. It seems the chaos never stops, and Tory Lanez is definitely caught up in that web. On the morning of May 12th, Tory was reportedly stabbed by another inmate 14 times while in the yard at a California correctional institution. The attack left him in critical condition, and sources close to his team have confirmed he was rushed by an ambulance to a nearby civilian hospital where he is currently being treated. While the motive behind the attack remains unclear, this incident has sparked intense speculation online. Let's not forget, Tory Lanez is serving a 10-year sentence after being convicted in 2023 for the shooting of Megan Thee Stallion, an incident that flipped the entertainment world on its head. That case was a media firestorm, filled with explosive testimony, conflicting accounts, and public backlash. While Megan accused Tory of shooting her in the foot during a heated altercation in 2020, Tory maintained his innocence throughout the trial. Since entering prison, Lanez has reportedly tried to keep his music career alive. Footage recently surfaced of a prison riot breaking out while he was on a video call recording music. A moment that now feels like eerie foreshadowing of what's just happened. Tory Lanez has always been known for controversy, but this latest development has fans and critics alike wondering what's next. Will he recover? Was this a random act of violence or something deeper? As of now, no official statement has been released from prison officials. But one thing's clear, Tory's story behind bars is shaping up to be just as chaotic as the one that got him there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next update. I'm your host, Boma, and you're watching Afropop Daily News, and this is African Origins Network.